found a friend, a longtime friend, Edsel B. Ford II, great-grandson of Henry Ford, who founded the motor company, and we've been talking Ford all day, and I understand this is your first visit here.
I've been to several Barrett-Jacksons in Arizona, right, but this is the first one I've been to in West Palm Beach.
What do you think? I mean, all these cars and all this heritage and history.
It's absolutely wonderful. And Superformance has done a great job with bringing all their cars. You know, there's a black Mustang going over there at 65. And it's wonderful. I mean, you know, F-Series pickup trucks and, you know, a few Bentleys thrown in.
And I know you're a collector. I remember a whole long series of phone calls one particular winter when you were looking for a Fiat Jolly to drive on the beach down in Vero.
I still am.
Okay. Well,
I told my friend David Hobbs on the way up, I said, I've got to find a Fiat Jolly before I go.
Well, I'm sorry there's not one here. But
I am too. I looked for one. All right.
Now, you're going to help sell a car here today for a great cause that I know is very special to you and the Ford family.
Yes, it's for type 1 diabetes research, and we're very excited, and Superformance has done a really nice job in giving us this car. It's going to go to auction probably in the next 20 minutes or so, and we've had a good run with Barrett-Jackson raising money for type 1 diabetes. So.
Absolutely. And then, of course, you know, saw you were at Darlington and Talladega's this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I'm ready for the Mustangs. For our friend Josh Berry to win in the 21 car.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
That'd be fabulous.
That was quite something when that happened.
It was.
Well, folks, this is the godfather of Ford racing, then and now and in the future, and we're delighted to have you here.
Thanks, Mike. Great to see you.
You too.
Thank you.
Edsel Ford II carries a very important name, member of a very important family in the automotive world here in America. Now let's sell a car for a great cause.
We got a video. Please pay attention to the screen. We got some guests up here who'll talk to you as well.
Please give a warm welcome. You have Edsel Ford getting out of the Cobra here, David Hobbs, two absolute automotive icons here on the block right now. Bob Varshu's over here on the side with David Hobbs, been the voice of F1 for decades. We're extremely proud to have them here. Scott Meese, who is the board president of Breakthrough T1D, which is formerly known as JDRF. So this is a long relationship that Barrett-Jackson has had to help cure type 1 diabetes. Scott Meese, tell us about what we're raising the money for.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you all for being here and listening for a few minutes. This is a fabulous place, by the way. I'm so excited to be here. So, as you mentioned, I'm Scott Meese. I'm president for Breakthrough T1D for the Palm Beaches. Breakthrough T1D, T1D meaning type 1 diabetes. Used to be called Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, recently changed the name. I wanted to, first of all, I just want to thank Edsel Ford very much for his leadership and Ford partnership with Breakthrough T1D. Also, thank you very much, Edsel Ford. Really remarkable. Also want to thank Craig Jackson, Steve Davis, and the Barrett-Jackson community for the important role that they play. Very much thank you very much. And they've driven almost $9 million raised at the Barrett-Jackson auctions with Ford and Shelby vehicles. And no company has done more to fund Breakthrough T1D research than Ford Motor Company, which has raised over $80 million in support of Breakthrough T1D. And the question is, why do we raise money for Breakthrough T1D? Our mission is accelerating the life-changing breakthroughs to cure, prevent, and treat type 1 diabetes and its complications. I'll bet a bunch of you out there know people that have type 1 diabetes, or maybe you have it. It's really huge. And our purpose is that we drive toward curing type 1 diabetes. We help make everyday life for a type 1 diabetic better. So I thank you all very much and I hope you guys really bid up this car. We really need the money. So, and last thing I have to say, I want to thank Edsel Ford also, because I started my career in Ford Motor Company as an engineer about 40 years ago. So thank you all for your support of Breakthrough T1D and for all the folks here.
All right, Joseph.
All right, here we go.
So Superformance is an authorized builder of these replica or continuation Shelbys.
And also just Linda Vaughn, Miss Hertz joined us, Hobbs, Ford. This is a legendary moment, folks. Tell them a little bit about the car real quick.
An absolutely incredible.
And so these cars are continuing to be built, even though the last 427 street competition Cobra, as this one is featured, rolled off the assembly line in 1967. There is still a huge demand for these cars, and so there are authorized builders continuing to build them like this one.
Yes, of course, back in the day, you had the options of Ford power plants, small, big block. This one, well, entirely modernized. It's a Coyote V8, a 5-liter under the hood. And you can see they went with sort of a Monza red, gray stripe, and all the trim, or I guess all the chrome that would have been chrome, has now been sort of satined out around the windshield, the wipers, the roll bar. So sort of a modern touch to, here we are already at $100,000.
Well, remember, every penny of the sale of this will go towards JDRF, because Barrett-Jackson does not take out a commission like they normally do on their sales. So a great cause, and we're over $110,000 now.
And I like the interior treatment. Of course, not much thought was given in the original as far as comforts, but you have a beautiful suede wrapped dashboard here, leather seats. You can see the modern shifter in there, and a whole host of gauges.
$110,000 for a 1965 Superformance Mark III Custom. All of the money going to benefit T1D, formerly JDRF. What a great car, what a great cause. Edsel Ford II here to help pass that along as well. And once again, another great moment for Barrett-Jackson, raising money for a very important cause. And that's exactly what we have. It's happened so many times over the years, different causes, but once again, Ford traditionally has always been supporting JDRF, which is now referred to as Breakthrough T1D. So they're doing some great work here.
Hi, I'm Adam Farrar, Barrett-Jackson Collector Car Auction here in Palm Beach. We just saw this beautiful Superformance Custom go for $110,000 to benefit T1D, and I'm here with the man himself, Chairman and CEO of Barrett-Jackson, Mr. Craig Jackson.
Well, thank you, Adam. So we have a long-standing partnership with Ford Motor Company to raise money for type 1 diabetes to find a cure. Formerly JDRF, multiple charity cars have gone across the block, but this time it was something special. Edsel brought his friend David Hobbs here to come and help him. It's an honor to have you here, Edsel and David. You know, you have a great connection, which because your grandson, or is it your granddaughter that had it?
My son.
Your son, that's what I thought.
Yeah, my son, my last son, Albert, is a 35-year-old attorney in New York and has had type 1 diabetes for 32 years.
Wow. David?
Well, luckily I haven't got any diabetes and I don't know anybody that has, but the last time I drove one of these was this color, red, at Brands Hatch in about 1966 in the BOEC 1,000 kilometers.
Wow.
And I can't honestly remember where I finished, but that was the one and only time I've ever raced a Cobra. And this is the second time I've driven one.
Well, they didn't get any bigger over time either, but they were great designs. I collect a lot of Shelbys. I love these cars. Now you can get these in the kit form, especially the officially licensed ones. They run, they drive, and it's more affordable for people to get these. But we sold this to raise money for a great cause. The buyer here, let's...
Ron Embry, you're the one that gave $110,000 for diabetes. Thank you so much. How you feeling, sir?
I love it. My son's
type 1 diabetic since he's been 8. He's 44, so another 32 years. So it's a good cause. It's worth it. Be happy to do whatever I can to help cure that disease for sure.
Thank you
and
so
it's
much.
A beautiful car.
Thank you so much. Have another but fun here, helping people out. Please come see us here at Barrett-Jackson Collector Car Auctions. Let's get back to the block. Drive fast, baby.
Yeah.